Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Valentina Chrissy, and if you're new on this channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I highly appreciate you. I create content in personal improvement, motherhood, and a bit of vlogs. If there is something you're interested in, please do consider subscribing on my channel, watching my videos, liking and commenting. On this video, I'll be talking about 5 things that I am doing to make 2026 my best year. You know guys, that when the year begins, it's either you create a vision board or you tell yourself that this is my year. So I've realized that in most cases that is what I do, and you find that I do not stick to the things that I want to achieve in that year. Of course, there are unforeseen circumstances, things that happen in life that you didn't expect or plan for it. That is fine. But on the things that you can plan for, what are you doing? That is the question that I had to ask myself at the beginning of this year. And I told myself that, look, Mbali, you really need to plan your year and you need to change certain habits in order for you to say 2026 is your year at the end of the year. I have 5 things written down that I'll be talking about or diving into this video that I am personally doing to make sure that I have the best year and I have the best 2026. The first one is to set realistic goals and achievable goals. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, in most of the times I'll be setting these crazy goals for myself, goals that are not even achievable, and you find that these are just long-term goals and I set it for 1 year, and guess what, they don't happen. I do not get to achieve those goals. So I have told myself that this year I'm gonna set the realistic goals for myself, something that I know that I will achieve in 2026 and something that I know that I have capabilities to work on in order for me to achieve them. This can be financial goals. How much am I willing to save? It can be my health or any goals that I set for myself. I have made sure that I am setting the goals that are realistic to me. As much as I want to dream big, we all want to dream big, but where do I start? And you have to start small. And of course, you know yourself, you know where you are, you know what you can do. So you have to just set the realistic goal and the goals that you are sure that you're gonna achieve. That is what I am doing this year. So the second thing is decluttering my space, where I live, my environment, and my mind. You know, sometimes we carry the baggage of 2025 to 2026 or a baggage of the previous year to the new year. This can be in your house. For example, I have decluttered most of my clothes. Why? Because I had a baby and I gained weight and most of my clothes, they don't fit me. And I had this hope that, oh my God, I'm still loving these clothes, so I'm not gonna let them go, until I realized last day that you have a lot of clothes in your wardrobe that you don't wear. And you know what I did? I decluttered those clothes. I gave away those clothes in order for me to buy the clothes that I want, to buy the clothes that fit my body and that goes with my current style. And I'm able now to see that, okay, by the way, this is what I need, this is what I don't need. I decluttered what I don't need in my house. You know, sometimes you just want to have everything, and here's a question: do you really need that? But you haven't used that thing in like the past 3 months. Do you really need it? That is the question I had to ask myself. And I am in decluttering mode, decluttering my mind. There are certain things that we really don't have to get into a new year, such as bad habits, such as bad friends, such as bad things that you see that okay, they are not making you achieve anything in life, or they are making you step back in life, or they are causing just a setback. You don't need those things in your life. What doesn't save me doesn't have to be in my house, doesn't have to be in my life, or it doesn't even have to be in my mind. Number 3 is building financial whirlpool. I am in my late 20s. I am 29, guys. What does that mean? It means I need to be serious about my finances. I think your 20s are a starting point of building your wealth, of building your financial stability. So I am removing all the bad habits that I am doing and that I've done with my finances, and I am intentional about how I spend my money, what I spend my money on, and what I do with my money. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been a shopping spree and I've been a spender. I feel like I'm that one person who spends based on emotions, guys. If I don't feel good, if I have something that is bothering me and I have money, I just want to spend that money. That is changing this year. That is changing this year. This year I have goals that requires finances, and I believe that, like, as an adult, most of the things that you have to do and that you have to achieve, they require money. You want to buy yourself a first car, you want to buy that house, you want to take that vacation, that requires money. This year I am building my finances. I don't want to just have savings for a certain vacation, but savings for the future, money that I'm just allocating for the future. As much as maybe I can have, let's say, my savings at work or certain savings, I need to have just savings lying down. I need to plan and understand that okay, if I say I want to do something in June, I need to plan for that thing now, so that by June I don't say, oh my God, I'm gonna take or allocate this money from my salary and do certain thing. Why don't I do that in the beginning of the year? And writing down things that requires money this year. That is what I did. Write everything down, everything that comes between, and if I can afford to do them, of course. If I can't, unfortunately, I would have to excuse myself. So that is what I am doing this year, just to be intentional about my finances. And I have realized that if I put my mind on it, it's something that I can do. So yeah, guys, let us build that financial whirlpool, financial stability. Number 4 is I am learning, or I am planning to say less and do more this year. You know, sometimes you just want to talk about your dreams, you want to talk about what you want to achieve, you want to talk about your plans, and you want to talk about your goals, and sometimes you just don't get to do them. And I have decided to put my words into action this year and to speak less and do more. And that requires me to be focused, and it requires me to sit with myself and say, Mbali, this is what you said you're gonna do, just do it. What I'm gonna put out there is just the results of the things that I'm achieving, but I'm not gonna talk about them, especially on social media. What I used to do is I'll come in the beginning of the year and be like, oh guys, this is what I want to achieve this year. If you don't do those things, you have to go back at the end of the year and say, oh, by the way, I said I'm gonna achieve 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you don't do it. And imagine people will be asking, oh, so what happened? You said you're gonna buy a car. What happened? Why you didn't buy a car? Things like that. So I am planning to just put my words into action and to show the results. Number 5 is prioritizing my health and my mental well-being. Guys, I have started gym. I started gym 3 months ago, and I've been consistently going to gym. Let me tell you, what that does into my body is something else. I am happy with the progress that I have and the progress that I see. I never thought that losing a baby fat can be this difficult, but I have learned that it is possible. I've been watching a lot of videos, and especially of mothers who are able to snatch back after giving birth, and that does take time, but also it goes with your body, your genes. And I had to like give myself a lot of grace and understand that, Bali, you are not tiny. You are not tiny, and this is your body. And the difficult part is understanding that, okay, I'm actually back on my normal body. This year, what I'm doing is I am prioritizing my health. I'm prioritizing my physical health, my mental health, what I eat, what I consume, what I drink, what I say, what I entertain, and what I put myself into. That is very, very important. And a bonus point is to continue learning. I feel like sometimes we want things to just happen. We want to be just to know everything, but I realized the importance of continuing learning and to say, I don't know this, but I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to grow in this space that I'm in, and I am willing to come out of my comfort zone. I'm not gonna lie, being in a comfort zone is nice, but it's not beneficiary. Sometimes it doesn't help you. So they say I am learning and I am growing. Whatever that looks like, I am doing it, and I want to put myself in a position where I'm achieving things that I've never achieved before, of course, and I'm doing things that I've never done before. And I'm intentional about my life, what I do, when I do it, who I do it with, the community that I build for myself, the friendships that I'm getting myself into. I want to be intentional, and that is my plan, to be intentional about everything that I do. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on my next video. If you haven't, please do subscribe, please do like this video, and please do comment. We'll be doing more of the personal improvement videos this year. That is my passion, that is what I like, that is what I'm interested in, and I hope you guys do like my content. Bye for now.